So now we need to copy and paste few files and folders. So I'm going to reuse my old folders that I have from my previous project. So the first file that we need to copy paste from here to our new project is git ignore. So basically this file has everything that you would uh, need to um, look back and check back and forth with the project, but this all the things that are there in this file will not be pushed to the server and it won't run on the web. So I'm going to just copy this, right click, copy, and I'm going to click and paste it in a housing folder. So there it is. So now the next folder that we would require is, this is more like a file that you would require later on, maybe like notes that you would like to keep. I'm going to create a file called readme, just as a reference, so that when I look back in this folder it would have everything that I would require. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So now going back to the previous folder, the second, the third folder that you would require is, so going back to the previous file, that is we would require package.json. So this has everything that you would require for this particular web template to run on. So you just right click and copy and go back to a new, to the file that we created, click on housing and paste. You'd get that right there. And in package.json we would rename this. This was my old file, so now I'm going to rename it as housing, right there. So that's everything that we need to change in this. So the next step that we would require is a reference folder. So if you go back to git ignore, we would have a reference folder right here. So all we have to do is go back to our file and right click, create a new folder, and create it as a reference. This folder doesn't really matter because whatever is in this won't get pushed to the server and won't run on the web. So it's kind of like a backup copy, but it won't be visible on the web when the entire project runs.